What's going on, everybody? We are back at the skate park today, and we got a special video because I got the Dragon wheels. I'm sure you guys have seen lots of videos on these already, but I feel like they kind of just like are one and done videos where, like, you know, no offense to Ben DeGrosse, but I mean, he kind of put them on, skated them for a couple hours, gave his opinion, did feebles on a really squeaky rail, and I know that's not the case for all of them. Like, I know Mowgli's riding them right now, and I've seen him do lots of feebles and smiths on rails, and they don't squeak. I think it's just the painted rail he was using in particular. So I kind of feel like it gave a bad example of those wheels. And again, he just took them off after a couple hours. I don't really think he'll get a fair gauge of how they skate. So my plan is to simply just didn't change a thing on the board except the wheels. Same bearings, same trucks, same tightness, same deck, everything. And I'm going to try to recreate a bunch of the tricks I did last week at the skate park. Kind of directly compare how things are. I'm hoping they'll tail slide on quarter pipes and things like that, so we're going to test that out. And then we're also going to hit up some street spots, see how they skate ledges, see how they feel on the ground, and then at the end of the video I will give my conclusion on how they kind of compare to a Spitfire Formula 4. Now, I'm a devoted Formula 4 guy. I've been skating Formula 4s since they came out, and that's it. Like, I didn't try OJs, I didn't try any of the other wheels. I've literally only skated Formula 4s for like the past, I don't even know, 10 years or so more. So I think that I kind of have a good grasp of what I'm looking for here. I know that they're not going to be barking. I know that they're not going to be loud. I did ride it around in the road a little bit, and it felt really cool. So I don't know. I'm not going to try to change my skateboarding for the wheel. I'm just going to put them on, skate how I normally do, and kind of see how it compared to Formula 4s. Oh, yeah. Oh, that. All right, little update, I guess. So I'm not going to do the tail slide revert on that, tail slide fakie on the clamshell right now. All the grass around the skate park is soaked, and every time I bail that trick, it shoots right in the wet grass. I'm not going to waterlog my board just to prove a point that it'll tail slide revert. I already did one on the other quarter pipe. If I just gave it a few more tries, I'm sure it'd work, but I'm not going to risk it, like I said. Yeah, so the backside big spin worked, even with like landing it a little like, you know, and they definitely have some noise to them. They're not completely quiet like a Filmer wheel like some of these other people are saying. Yeah, I mean, so far it hasn't really affected too much of what I do. The 50 on the quarter pipe had a little squeak to it, but I think that's just because they're new. I think once you wear off that like glossy exterior on these, I think the squeaking will stop. All right, but yeah, let's try a couple more tricks and then we'll head over to some street spots. All right, so we're back at the ledge spot now. We're gonna do some street skating. Skate park went really well, honestly. I mean, there was a couple of times where I was more convinced in my brain that it wouldn't slide, that was messing me up, than it actually wasn't sliding, if that makes sense. So it's more of a mental thing at first. So if you do get a set, you know, you got to try to overcome that, like, oh, I'm gonna stick on this tail slide or whatever. But for the most part, most of them worked. The tail slide revert, I had to stop, like I said, because my board kept shooting in the water, and I wasn't trying to ruin my board. We're going to do some tail slides on these ledges and see how well that works. Some nose slides, things like that. 50s. This ground's kind of notorious for having these big cracks. In the East Coast, the cracks in the sidewalks are often bigger because of the freezing and thawing over winter. So to preserve the sidewalks, they make the cracks bigger. Here, I'll show you. But you can see it's like the width of your finger. But yeah, so pretty rough ground, lots of cracks. So yeah, let's mess around here and see how the wheels hold up. Should be fine though. I think it'll be better than Formula 4s if they slide. So let's give it a go and test it out. All right, so right off the bat, these work great at like street spots. If you skate a lot of spots similar to this, lots of cracks, rougher ground in spots, these work amazing. The skate park, the difference wasn't really night and day. I did feel like it was going a bit faster. I didn't have to pump as much. It felt really smooth. But like at a street spot, they tend to feel more like a normal wheel that just works a little better. Everything slid, no slide, tail slide slid. 50s even felt a little faster. I don't know, maybe just because they're rubbing up on the inside, but yeah. Got those dragons. But honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna give like a full review today. This is more just comparing apples and oranges with the Spitfires and the Dragons. I think the Spitfires are really great for people, younger kids that really like skate parks. They go to skate parks all the time. They don't really have lots of spots that have messed up ground. You're fine with Spitfires. I recommend Spitfires for that. However, if you live on the East Coast and you tend to get bad weather and you tend to have rocky, rough ground in a lot of places, this is the wheel. If you're in your mid-30s, this is a great wheel. It definitely is nicer on my feet. This spot in particular, there's a lot of rough patches that tend to like bounce my feet around a lot, and the vibration, you know, it goes up through your legs, and you can really feel it after a while. And I could tell just after skating here for 15 minutes or so, yeah, that's not really an issue. I don't get that like numb feeling you get on your feet when you're like skating rough ground for a while, or you push down the asphalt for a long time, your feet start to get tingly. So I was gonna go to a different spot, but I kind of feel like I've learned everything I need to learn about the wheels just from going to the skate park and then the street spot. Obviously, I don't know like longevity, I don't know flat spots, I don't know, like every aspect of the wheel. But for as far as like skate parks and street skating, they're great for street skating. They work at the skate park. You can use it as your regular normal wheel for everything. So as of right now, I have no problems with it. I'm gonna leave it on my board. The only thing I've had an issue with is wheel bite, and I did go up to a 54 from a 52. And I like loose trucks, so when I do like 180s out of stuff and I kind of pinch at my landing, I get wheel bite instantly. So maybe I'll try risers on the next setup, I don't know. But like I said, I didn't want to change anything out because I really wanted to give it a direct comparison to last week. So if you saw my videos last week and you saw the tricks I was doing and you saw them this week and you see the difference, you know, leave it in the comments below. But for me, personally, I didn't have really any issues other than getting over like the mental hump of thinking they wouldn't slide when they do. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on my socials at Kevin Nice Try, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. See you, everybody.